Welcome to the Bite Size Brilliance Podcast. I'm your host, April Darley, and today we are going to talk all about opportunities. So, I want to know, how do you feel about opportunities? Are you the type of person that buys into that saying, opportunities never knock twice, so you better answer the door? Or do you kind of lean into the other saying that's what's meant for you will always find you? You will never miss it. I mean, these are polar opposites when you look at them. And it's interesting to look at them through the lens of scarcity and abundance. So, a scarcity mindset is going to prefer that saying, opportunity doesn't knock twice. And when you think about that saying, it's really filled with fear, doubt, and FOMO. It's trying to encourage you to take whatever is offered to you. It doesn't matter how big or small, and it doesn't even matter if it's the right opportunity for you. It says, take what you're handed and be happy about that, right? But yet, the abundance mindset is really saying, it's okay if you're scared. It's okay if you're not ready. You can say yes or no. And if you say no, don't worry. We're going to bring it back around to you and you have another shot at it when you're ready. Doesn't that feel cozier and safer and more secure? That whatever is truly meant for you will never pass you by. I don't know about you, but that is the saying that I prefer the most because I prefer to look at the world through an abundance mindset. So when I think about a couple of examples to give you here, there is definitely some fear and discomfort that comes around with any sort of new opportunity. Why? Because it's new. And our survival brain doesn't like random new things popping up that it has to deal with. So it might push you to say no, even if you are ready for it, just because it can control you and the environment if it keeps you doing the same old thing in the same old way. So you've got to be a little bit brave to try something different and okay with being a little uncomfortable. And it reminds me of this movie. It's a Jim Carrey movie. It's called Yes Man. And the plot of this movie was Jim Carrey's character was challenged to say yes to any opportunity or any question that was asked him. He had to say yes. And of course, in Jim Carrey fashion, shenanigans ensued, right? But imagine if that were real life. If suddenly you woke up and said, I'm going to do this experiment for myself and say yes, even if I'm scared, even if it's something new, even if it's out of my comfort zone, I'm going to have a moment where I say yes. All right. Think about how that might alter your world. Now, I want to tell you a little example for my own life. And I am not the type of person who will try to hide fear or failure from you. Why? Because I'm human. I am not just going to show you the Instagram, social media, Facebook shiny, shiny. I want you to learn from my failures and mistakes. So if I can save anybody from doing the same thing I did, I will, right? That is my public service to you. So I want to tell you about a time when I was offered an opportunity. It was something I had never done before, and I was excited about it. I was also scared about it, but I did say yes. I told this person, I'm like, yes, I am equal parts excited and terrified, but I'm going to do it. Now, it's interesting what happened next. In my mind, because of the emotional work that I do, I have zero problems putting myself out there in a vulnerable way, right? But not everybody is at that point. And this person that gave me the opportunity absolutely ghosted me. And there, of course, it's gonna, in my brain, there's this moment of, oh no, I shouldn't have been vulnerable. Why did I tell them I was scared? But if you look at it, I was willing to do it. I said yes. I was brave and I'm going to do it even if it's out of my comfort zone, even if it's terrifying, I'm going to do it. I cannot control how other people take that, right? So if my vulnerability made her feel weird, I can't control that at all. I can only control what's in here. But it did teach me a lesson. It did show me that's like, "Oh, there's a moment of fear in there. There's a moment of maybe I could work on my confidence in this piece in this way a little bit better so that the next time this opportunity comes along, I won't lead with fear. I'll lead with courage instead." So it wasn't a failure. I learned a lesson. And of course, I'm human. So I had a couple of minutes. In full disclosure, I had a couple of minutes of why did I say that? I shouldn't have said it. I should have done something differently. But using the tools that I use for all my clients, I quickly rearranged that, let that go because I don't live in a scarce world. I live in an abundant world. And I believe what's truly meant for you will come around for you again. And you know what, folks? This opportunity was something that I had wanted to do myself. So I might even be brave enough and create it myself rather than waiting on it to come together in an external way. So I look at this not as a failure, but I identified some fear. I identified where I could work on my own confidence to make myself stronger, braver, better. And it's a teaching point for everyone else. So I am the ultimate winner in this. And whether I get to do this opportunity or not with this person, you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm okay either way. And so are you. So saying yes and being vulnerable and being willing to do the things, being willing to be uncomfortable. You're not going to die, right? You're just going to be uncomfortable trying something new. You're going to be okay. And if someone doesn't react well to your learning process, that's not the only source of opportunity in the world if you believe that to be true. So you have a choice: scarcity wiring or abundance wiring, my friends. The choice is yours. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. And if you would like more little bite sized brilliance, little bites, then you can join my newsletter. I do not spam you. You will get one a week on Tuesday afternoons. And you can join that over on my website, aprildarley.com. At the bottom of every page, there is a opportunity for you to opt in to receive that newsletter. And I would love to hear your feedback on any future topics you'd like me to cover, or if you feel so inclined, leave me a review because that helps this podcast get to others so that everybody gets to learn from a little bite sized brilliance. Until next time, my friends, goodbye.